what that herb is going to do to the entire body system. When you take it into your mouth and you get it into your body, the nerves begin to calculate what type of poison, the cells in your body, in your mouth especially, begin to calculate what kind of poison it is, and then begins to select the organ that it's going to use to eliminate that poison, that toxoid. Now, if you're taking in something that's supposed to move your bowels, the body says, okay, let's use the bowels to eliminate this, so let's flush it from the system. But first, we must sacrifice some of the plasma, the blood plasma, and some other materials, water and everything, to dilute the poison, and then to get it out of the system as quickly as possible using the alimentary tract. Why? Because it has recognized that herb as being able to get out of the system faster through that part of the body. Now, if it was for the liver, they would give you an herb and say, well, this will help your liver. Well, it doesn't help the liver. What it does is it causes the body to have to use the liver to get rid of that particular poison. So what is herbology? Herbology is essentially the study of how poisons affect every organ and system in your body, and using that particular poison to activate that body, that part of the body, so that it gives you some kind of palliative effect. But what happens when you try to take that material that you go, well, let's just say it, Cascara sagrada. If you take Cascara sagrada, the body looks at Cascara sagrada as a poison. And what it does is it says, okay, let me get rid of this thing as quickly as possible. So what it does is it flushes it out of the bowels, and it just incidentally takes the rest of the filth that's in there out. And you say, well, it cleaned me out. It really helped to clean out my bowels. But what it did also was to eliminate nutrients, because you had to sacrifice nutrients by the body to get rid of the poisons. The body must now rob nutrients, enzymes, as well as blood plasma material, so that it can dilute the material as it flushes it out the body. But now it's got to pass through the rest of the system because you're digesting it. This is why you feel weak when you've taken an eliminative, as you feel like you got to rest, because after you flush your bowels, what you've done is you've sent a lot of your nutrients with it.
Interesting.
So herbs rob your body of nutrients. It does not put nutrients back. Some people say, well, no, the herbs contain nutrients. No. Medicinal herbs have minimal amount of nutrients that the body can recognize. Medicinal herbs have toxoids that the body recognizes first, because it's a danger to the body. It won't recognize the nutrients in that herb. It will only recognize the toxoids and use its own stored nutrients to get rid of the toxoid. There will be no exchange, whereas when you're using food, when you eat an apple, for instance, the apple has no toxoids. It only has synergistic nutrients that can be exchanged by the body once the body uses its energies to digest it. So what it is, it's the food gives back to the body as the body gives up nutrients to digest it, whereas an herb does not give anything back to the body. It robs the body of nutrients in order to eliminate it.
All right. All right. Well, thank you for addressing that. And very good information that we're getting from Dr. Valentine. Let's see. I see a caller standing by, and we have another question out of the chat room. And keep in mind, everyone, that Dr. Valentine will be leaving before the top of the hour. So we just want to briefly, get these questions in. So before I take the caller, let me ask, this is probably a quick question. Someone is asking, which water would you recommend best for consumption for our families?
It's very difficult. If you can get it's very difficult to use the rainwaters today. The only rainwater I would suggest is from ones taken from high mountain ranges, falling right into whatever catch basin that you're going to create. I would say that if you can get yourself some clear, clean, you can use distilled water, but only use it temporarily. You can use distilled water and put a leaf of pure organic kale or spinach or some kind of bok choy or whatever it is in there, and sit it in the sun for 24 hours in a glass bottle and allow the nutrients to leach into the water, and you can have a balance of that. Or you can double. What we do here is we double purify our water. We have a purifier on the tap, and then we take the purifier in the tap, and we have a second purifier that we put it into a jug. And if we have the third one we carry with us, we triple purify it. And if we have the chance, there's a way that we could put ultraviolet light on it to kill any germs that would be in there. Now, this, of course, is going overboard, but as we go further towards the end of 2012, we're going to have to be very careful about the type of water we're drinking as well as the types of foods that we're eating, because they're finding out now that the water is becoming so polluted that the animals can't even stay in there. Fish are jumping out of it. That's one. Two, the foods that we're eating, like the corn, if you go to, say, a movie and you're eating popcorn, you're eating, the popcorn that you're eating is genetically engineered corn that creates diseases in the body. So if you're going to eat popcorn, make sure it's organic only popcorn. Bring your own popcorn if you can. And to make sure that the food you're eating is not genetically engineered. But that's going to be difficult because now they're finding that the genetically engineered food and the seeds are now cross-pollinating with your organic foods. So you're going to have to learn how to disseminate that. And that's what we do at the university. We'll teach you how to spin your pendulum to see whether or not the food you're eating has been genetically engineered.
Very good. People, you see the benefits of going and enrolling in some of these classes that he's teaching, because not only does it give you, promote knowledge and give you knowledge about other types of things, it also teaches you how to eat and what types of things to take into your body to promote good health. So thank you very much, Dr. Valentine. Thank you very much for that. All right, so let's see, 12 minutes. Again, I am definitely going to release you before the top of the hour so you can get ready for your other engagement. And I will go to my website and post to all my members over there your link, okay, because I want everyone to go over and take part in this open house. And, anyone that is listening, if you go over to ConsciousPlat.com or either ConsciousAfricanMind.com, those are both my sites, you will see the information on the front page, okay, as well as goes directly to the link that I posted in the chat room. And Dr. Valentine, give that link one more time, if you will.
No problem. That's UKS. That's U as in United, K as in King, S as in science, the word now, that's NOW.org. That's UKSnow.org.
All right, very good. So we're going to take the last call of the day. We're down to 11 minutes, so I'd ask the caller to please be brief. Let me go ahead and open the mic. That's area code 214. What question or comment do you have for Dr. Valentine? And who are we speaking?
Peace, peace, Brother Valentine. I'll make this quick. Have you ever heard of the green light beams?
Green light beams?
Yes, let me see if I can be more specific. Just a being, just a visit from a being, but it's not a being that you can touch, but as a being in a light figure.
Oh, yeah, we have many of those light figures that are walking. Going to be, what are they called? I know what you're referring to. I don't know what they're calling them now, but 20 years ago, they were interdimensional walkers, we called them. They would step through dimensions.
Okay, and so what would be the purpose of a visit from one?
Yeah, what it is that because our planet is moving towards a more refined and higher frequency, environment, and the planet is, the resonance of the planet is now going up. It's almost as if you're in an airplane, and when the pilot says we're now climbing, you feel that surge. Well, as we are now amplifying our perception, and they're trying to dumb it down, we're going to start seeing evidence of us now coming into or phasing in and out of dimensional rifts. And every now and then, we will then take a peek at someone or some people or something that belongs to another resonating reality beside us or right next to us. And every now and then, it's as if you just shift your consciousness or shift your mirror or even shift the resonance, you'll see things that you wouldn't be existing there. So essentially,